anyone can do with data. So starting out, we have to see our data. So this is our data right here. We're working with stocks here. As you can see, we have the date of the stocks. We have certain stocks that we're working with. So Google, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, whatever that is, and the price of that stock at that time. So let's go into finding the mean, median, mode, and the min and the max. So we'll have this data right here. This data is equal to px.data.stocks. So we set that equal to df. So it's like the same thing. Then we look for the Google mean first. So that's going to be df, so the data uh, linked to Google and the mean of Google. Then same thing for the median. So looking for the Google median, then looking for the Google mode, then the min and max of Google. So when we run this, it'll show us the mean, which is this, the median, which is this, the mode, which is this, and the min and the max, or the max and the min. Then moving down here, let's say we want to graph this data. Then we would have to write just a little bit more. So we'll have to get the data, get the data itself, which we know is px.data.stocks. We could set this equal to whatever we want, but I'm gonna set it equal to, or I set it equal to df underscore stock, so I knew what it was. So then we get px.line. So we're creating a line here to put on our graph. That line is going to be linked to the stocks. Then the x value is going to be the date. The y value is going to be the stock itself, which is Google in this case. Then the labels for the x and y value would be date and price. And then when we would run this, we'll have a single line showing us how Google stock has changed throughout this specific date and what the price was at during that time. Now, let's say we wanted more than just one line. So we'll do the same thing. Then for the Y value, we'll have it Google and Apple. Just instead of just Google, we just have Google and Apple. The labels would be the same, date and price. And for this one, we'll add a title. Google versus Apple. So we'll do title, then make it that. And then now we'll have two lines showing the difference between Google's and Apple's stock. As you can see, this whole thing just comes automatically, like as you put that in. I didn't have to type, oh, make the grid this size, this. I could do that, I could change it like that, but it just came this way, just by typing this. And as you can see here, we have the ability to zoom into it, we could pan through it, we can zoom in, zoom out, we could download this. So just by, like, this is all embedded into the code itself, which I think is really cool. Let's do something a bit more, I guess, challenging here. Uh, Now instead of just like having these lines, we're gonna make these lines more. We're gonna make a scatter plot, so to speak. So now we're gonna have these figures, and we're gonna scatter the dots on it, and we'll be connecting those dots. This is practically what it's showing here, and we could use. So I'm gonna have Apple be lines. I'm gonna have Amazon be lines and markers. Google be lines plus markers again, I see. And I have Google's color Firebrick dash dot. Uh, and then the title will be stock price data 2018 to 2020, with the axis being price and the y-axis being date. And this one will look like this. Now, the difference between these, as you can see, these just show value, date, Google, date. You know, this one has date, price. That's not right. So quickly make this one date and this one price. Okay, now it's proper. Cool. And now I'm able to look at the stock data between Google, Amazon, and Apple, with is showing here on the legend which is which. And this is pretty much how you graph stuff in Python, and also find the mean, median, mode, and see the table or data frame that you're working with. And this is all integrated into this few imports. And you're also able to extract data from, other sites, other places, put it in, work with that. But yeah, this is pretty much the basics of it. Using Python to deal with data.